have about 30 piercings all over my body. So let's clean off my piercings and talk about the least and most painful piercings that I've ever gotten. Okay, so starting off with the most painful piercing I've ever gotten was definitely my nipples. I've gotten those done twice. The first time I did it myself, and it took me about 2 hours to complete both. Like, the pain that I felt while doing that, first of all, I didn't do it right. Second of all, it's just like, regardless, even the second time that I got them done, that shit hurt, and we numbed it, and it was still like an 8 out of 10. Like, that is the worst piercing that you can get. I don't care. Number 2, I want to say, okay, so I recently just got my back dermals pierced. I'll show you right now. This is them. I don't know if you can see them, but that's them. They're only a few days old. When it comes to like sleeping and you know, healing process so far, that's not what bothered me, but getting them done, oh my god. The first one that he did, that was like a 3 out of 10 pain level. Like, I barely felt that. But that second one, that was like a 7 or 8 out of 10. That was like the second most painful piercing I've ever done. And he did it with the needle instead of with like a puncher, so it hurt a little bit more and it took a little bit longer. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. Actually, they're really cute. But if you're sensitive to pain, I wouldn't recommend. You're probably sitting there thinking, like, didn't your face dermal hurt too? No, that one was like a 2 out of 10. That was like the second like least painful piercing I've ever gotten, right behind this one. This was the least painful piercing ever. As you can see, like, you can kind of see where the bar is under here. They like literally just pinch like a hole through your skin like that. It doesn't hurt. You would think it would, but it was like a pain level 1 or 2 out of 10. Now this next one, every time I talk about my septum piercing, everybody's like, oh, you probably just got it done wrong. And probably I did. I pierced it myself. But that one of the most painful piercings I've ever had. I did not touch the cartilage, but I think I went too far down, because look, isn't it supposed to be higher up? Yeah, that one hurt like a bitch. Pain level on that was probably like an 8 out of 10 as well. That When it comes to lip piercings, those ones were pretty easy too. Both of these were like a 5 out of 10. I mean, like, they hurt, yeah, but they weren't like super bad. My eyebrow, on the other hand, I was expecting that one to not hurt at all. Everybody's like, oh my god, my eyebrow didn't hurt whatsoever. Least painful piercing ever. So I went in there thinking it was gonna feel like this. No, bitch, that shit hurt. Definitely up there with one of the more painful piercings. It was only like a 5 out of 10, like my nostrils and like my lips were, but it was like, I think it's because I was expecting it to hurt less, that like the 5 out of 10 seems more like intense than like these. Does that make sense? All of these down here didn't feel them, but once I start to go here and up, and I used to have this pierced right here, used to have this pierced right here, my tongue getting it pierced was super easy. That was like a 3 out of 10 pain level, but the healing process was like an 8 out of 10. Worst thing ever. I lost so much weight. I was so skinny. I also have the belly button pierced. That I don't really remember. I remember it did hurt, but I think she pierced it wrong because it's a little bit crooked, and also it took 2 years to heal. And as of right now, that's all that I have. I might get like extra like back dimples, like on the actual dimple, you know how they were like a little bit higher. I might get that too, because that's really cute. If y'all have any questions about like piercings and stuff like that, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability.